Wow.
Welcome back to the Patreon. It's Kamong and Gayo, and we're taking on Mafia films.
I can't wait, Treon, for this Patreon. It's pretty good.
That's pretty
good. It's not bad. Off to the races. Mafia films. I mean, I actually do think doing film podcasts with you has been pretty unbearable, to be honest.
What are you talking about?
You have quite a joyless view of cinema, and I don't enjoy doing it. But this...
Christ.
But this...
Way to kneecap me out the gate.
This is a Mafia. This is a genre of films that I think...
Sorry, it's not my fault you like shit films.
Exactly. But this is a genre of film that I think we could probably both agree on, right?
Yes,
this is
totally.
We could probably meet in the middle because there's good films and they've got there's guns in them and it has a...
And there's no women.
Yeah, there's no women.
We don't pass the Bechdel test.
We could sort of meet, the Bechdel. The Bechdel source test. But yes, the genre of Mafia films, it's kind of like, maybe it's sort of become like for a period it was like the new Western almost.
Yes, totally.
Maybe it's because all the best filmmakers came from that area of New York. There just happened to be a string of unbelievable films that completely romanticized the Mafia experience. Mean Streets, Godfather, Goodfellas, all by directors who had come from the same areas as the actual Mafia.
Is Scorsese got Mafia links?
Well, Scorsese, so he grew up in the streets of Brooklyn, basically where Goodfellas is set.
Yes.
Right? And he grew up basically a cripple.
Really?
And so even though he grew up around a lot of violence, he wasn't allowed to play outside. So he watched everything from his hospital window.
So he was gooning?
He was gooning... Yeah, are you gooning reality? Is looking out a window? I don't know if you can say that.
Gooning reality.
I don't know. I feel that's probably an aggressive step if looking out a window is now described through the lens of gooning.
It's
because it's sort of like you can't consume anything.
No, but he's not involved.
Am I gooning right now because I'm looking at three people?
No, but if he's never actually having sex and he's never actually interacting
He's
with
gooning his reality, which happened to be New York Mafia, Italian American immigrants. But yeah, he even, because there was the great doc on Apple TV called Mr. Scorsese. It's 6 parts and it follows his whole life and career. It's actually really well done. But even just the way he looked through the windows, that's like a frame, you know. And if you look at even Goodfellas, a lot of the shots of like the street, they're all top down, and it looks very much like his view, this kind of violent world that he was on the edge of.
So today's gooners, their frame would be like a VR headset.
Yeah, what would
16:9.
So maybe you'd have in maybe 60 years, you'd have like a retrospective of another great filmmaker who grew up in the gooning age, and it'd be like, I was a cripple, because I had bed sores from sitting down playing too much GTA. But yeah, he said I basically had 2 choices. I was either going to be a priest or a gangster. Those are the 2 options you had. Right. And then he became a filmmaker. He said he basically became both because he was caught between the 2, and that's why a lot of his films, there's like a religious line through them, but there's also immense amount of violence. How is a filmmaker both a priest and a gangster? I mean, it's a dramatic thing to say, but
it doesn't make any sense.
It does make sense.
How is it remotely a priest?
Because his films are about violence, but there's also a strong undercurrent of faith and a moral code to it, right? And those are the 2 options he had, and those are the biggest film themes in his work.
The film Silence is a strong current of boredom.
Yeah, yeah.
Awful film. But we've done Silence in the film club. We have. But I watched Goodfellas last night. I hadn't watched it all the way through before.
Yep.
It was one of those films that I had started a lot of times and then ended up having sex during it at uni.
Solo sex?
No. I got so horny at the same bit every time. No, it was one of those films that once you start watching it with a girl and then I think she gets bored, and then maybe she has sex with you out of boredom. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
I also run Fat Boy Run. Similar.
Run, fuck me, run.
Yeah, run, fuck me, run.
She's like, run, fuck me, run.
Yeah. We weren't watching that film. That's just what I said.
Fuck me, fat boy, fuck me.
That's the dialogue. I say run, you say. You say run, I say fuck me. Anyway, but I watched the whole thing last night.
Yeah.
And I think it's brilliant. I think was it 2 hours 45?
Flies by.
It kind of feels like it's always move. It feels like a sort of one long montage.
Well, it's a montage, yeah. And it's so much music in it, and just the pace, but it always delivers. And also the use of voiceover, which can often be seen as quite like a hack way around telling story. It just feels like the whole thing is constantly.
But when the voiceover is revealed at the end, as with Liotta talking to camera, it's so brilliant. And you sit there and you think, well done.
Yeah.
You've hooked me.
Yeah.
You've done it.
Fair fucks.
Fair fucks. I'm a big fish, and you've sunk me.
Yeah.
It's. I didn't realize it's quite a lot of it's improvised.
Yeah.
So like this bit, the "How am I funny?" the Joe Pesci bit.
That's improvised.
That's completely improvised.
Yeah. But that's based off like actual experiences because Pesci, De Niro, even Al Pacino, but he wasn't in this film. They all grew up in the same area. De Niro was like 3 streets over from Scorsese.
Oh right.
So it's all people they grew up. And it was interesting in the Scorsese doc, Mean Streets more so than this film. De Niro's character in that is based on a real person, and then it cuts to a talking head, and it's just like. It's brilliant. This guy with like the biggest
massive
sunglasses.
glasses.
Yeah, it's like, of course.
Yeah. I mean, also what's nice about this world is that this is the closest white people get to Indochina Colander down the stairs.
Right.
Bada bing,
Bada bing, bada boo.
Very percussive. Now, a lot of the film, I realise, you know, have you seen the episode of The Bear? The famous episode?
No, I haven't actually. I didn't finish The Bear.
The first 2 series of The Bear, it's either the first series or the first 2 are very good, and then it falls off a cliff so hard that it's so obvious that someone had just written it, and then they extended it when it got popular, and then they can't write it anymore. There's an episode in The Bear which is a hour-long panic attack in a kitchen, and it's amazing.
I mean, it felt like the whole show was an hour-long panic attack in the kitchen.
Yeah,
right?
but this is in the domestic. This is in like a Jamie Lee Curtis, mentally ill woman cooking Christmas dinner.
Right.
It's extraordinary. It's one of the best pieces of television I've ever seen. But watching this Goodfellas, I realised they took a lot of it from that, a lot of the influence from that. And Joe Pesci's unbelievable. I think he won an Oscar for this.
Yeah.
He was unbelievable in it.
What's also interesting is the amount of aura a lot of the. This is kind of like the most respect I feel actors have. Like this is the age of like the kind of most. We've kind of cared about actors like De Niro, Pesci, Pacino. It feels like that's like, I don't know, the coolest and most respect actors I've had. But they're all 5'2". That's what's funny. They're all tiny. Yeah. So on screen, I do think short people often make better actors because their proportions look great in a close up. Right. Because normally a short person, when you see them in real life, it's just a little tiddler. It's just a little borrower. Yeah. But when you see Pacino with his really intense eyes and all his features, it looks better.
She got a great ass.
Whereas tall people, you're fucking, look at my face. My features all over the place. Yes. But height does a lot of the fucking.
But your
work
penis on camera looks amazing.
It does look incredible.
It's so small.
Because everything's in proportion. My penis is like Al Pacino. That's why I call it Al Papinis. You do it. You're better at that. Work out. Something.
Al Papinis.
Al Pacino.
Al Pacinis.
Al Penis chew. No. Al
Papido.
I don't know if that's where we're going.
Completely different thing. Al Papido.
Yeah. And there's obviously probably the best shot of.
She's got a small ass.
She's got a tiny cock.
Christ.
Don't know who that is. That's a trans woman who's got a disappointing surgery, I imagine. I got a tiny cock. I asked for a big one. You can't.
She has got a great cock. Yeah.
Someone had a bit about that if you're trans, you can't get a massive schlong. You have to it has to be like random, like everyone else.
Oh yeah, you don't get to pick your own dick.
Yeah, that who? I don't know who came up with that.
Me? Doesn't sound like me.
I don't know.
But great bit.
You should be. It's like lucky dip. You can't be like. Not only am I a bloke, but I'm a bloke with a massive dick. It's like no.
Well, hang on. None of us. Being a bloke means you don't get to choose your own dick.
That's part of the male experience. You're not.
Well, I love how that bit resonated with you. That's very funny. Greatest bit I've ever seen. Yeah. Really hits home hard. You don't get to choose how big your dick is, and that's the great tragedy of being male.
It's such a funny film as well, Goodfellas. Like comedy films often don't age well. I think but films which are not primarily a comedy with funny moments in it, that sort of humour seems to age a lot better.
But also, it's mostly real. So it's based off a book written by Henry Hill in the 80s, who was in The Witness Protection. Yeah. The book is an adaptation. Oh no, it's called Pelegi. The book was called Wise Guy, and it chronicles the true life of mob associate turned informant Henry Hill. And so
not Harry Hill.
Not Harry Hill. It's not You've Been Framed, Harry Hill.
TV burp.
Ever since I can remember.
Yeah, he was in. Yeah. He's in Witness Protection, which is TV burp.
That would make so much sense. If Harry Hill was in the mob, imagine if he was like in the craze.
He just shaved his head.
Shaved his head. Just stops you like this. So the central like the big heist they pull off in the film, the Lufthansa burglary, that's a real thing that actually happened. Can you get some information up about that? I feel like the Germans should have renamed Lufthansa.
Yeah, I think Lufthansa always, it just sounds a little bit...
It's close, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little...
Gets me going.
It's like the modern German parliament being called the Nazis. It's like, maybe...
Yeah.
Or not Nazis. We're not Nazis.
The not Nazi
Just have
party.
no Nazis in the world.
The Lufthansa heist was a major robbery, took place on 11th of December 1978 at the cargo terminal of Lufthansa at John F. Kennedy International Airport. Because basically the gang that Henry Hill was running in, they had all the Italians that worked in the cargo holds, the airports. They basically had them. And what really struck me, firstly, the amazing thing about Goodfellas is because of the amount of over-the-shoulder camera shot, single shot montages, you have some amazing cameos, like fat guy eating burger in corridor. That's his entire part in the film. It's just a guy who goes, hey, yeah, man.
Yeah, he probably was a fat guy who ate stuff in the corridor, and they just said, brilliant. You know?
But also, it really put into sharp focus how CCTV has ruined a lot of the mafias.
Yes,
because
you can't get away with anything.
There's a guy in the film. There's like an Italian guy who's the one guy that's there overnight at a cargo hold, and so he just shakes someone's hand and gives the key to the terminal to the gangster who walks in and just takes money. That's
so
all happening
it's
pre-CCTV.
like it's now gone woke. CCTV cameras are wokeness.
Well, they've just ruined this kind of corruption. Or I suppose they've done exactly what they meant to do. And
well, I guess, if you're trying to do that stuff here, it'd be like an ULEZ camera, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you'd get done there. Yeah, you would. You'd be driving the wrong type of van.
No, I've seen in fucking East London where I live, there's weird hipster art, anti-ULEZ art.
It's the big crossover.
It's a terrible genre of art.
No, but it's the new centrism. Is
the hatred of ULEZ.
Left-wing anti-ULEZ.
What's the left-wing anti-ULEZ? What's the argument? Because isn't it? It's pro environment, right?
But it's destroying communities.
Is it?
I don't know. It's destroying my community. No, it's more. It's hitting working class people. Hard because they're the ones that drive vans that are diesel. All vans are diesel. Or
so
they're old.
It's a tax on working class people.
It's a tax on working class people.
Like lottery tickets.
Yeah, and also they see it as middle class people, just deciding that they don't want traffic down their road.
Right.
Like LTNs.
That's interesting.
I despise LTN, low traffic neighbourhoods. So in not to get on my fucking anti-Sadiq horse, which is one of my favourite horses.
Qashqai.
My Nishant Qashqai. During lockdown, Sadiq used lockdown to block off a load of roads and say that no traffic could go through them and put flower boxes there and make them low traffic neighbourhoods, which meant that it just forced traffic onto major roads. But it's like, that's just middle class people saying, I don't want traffic on my road. And it's like, I don't care. It's a city. You don't own the road.
Right.
You're not fucking Putin. You can't just annex a bit of the road. It's London. Move.
So you anti-ULEZ? I'm not involved. What is your view on ULEZ? You getting done by ULEZ?
No, I'm getting speeding fines. I got a speeding course. I need to move something around with Pete because I have a speed awareness course in January.
Really?
Yeah.
How many times have you done the speed awareness courses?
Twice, yeah. It's quite a weird vibe in the speed awareness course chat room.
Yeah.
Are you getting told off?
Didn't you have James Blunt in yours?
Awareness course?
I've been on several.
Do you have James Blunt in yours?
No. Why do you think that?
I have a mate who had James Blunt. It must have been. I thought it might have been you, but
no.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said you knew that you had a different mate, and you just assumed that James Blunt's always doing it, so maybe Finn was.
No, James Blunt was in one of my mates.
Right,
that's pretty funny.
Yeah,
yeah. No, I had to do it, and it's like it's on Zoom. I had to do it in a fucking Holiday Inn in Elstree once. It was awful.
I had to do it in Crete. I was on holiday in Crete, and I had to sign in.
How long?
An hour and a half, 2 hours.
No, they're more than that. They're 3.5, 4 hours.
They?
Yeah, they're half a day. It's a piss take.
That's rubbish.
And the guy that does it has got that same demeanour that works in charity shops where it's so British and and we all speed. Look, we all speed a bit, but we need to.
Did you learn anything from? Did you learn anything from?
No.
It?
I learned that I genuinely have a loathing for humanity.
Right.
Because I just think I'm going to speed again now.
What to get back?
If it means I'm more likely to kill any of you people, I will just put my foot down.
I'm going to speed again so I can meet this gorgeous man again.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you repent. It means you just. It's like a practical.
No, it's punishment by boredom. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And but what
it's not rehabilitation.
What annoys me is that no one is just telling you that's what it is. It might as well be like, okay, speed awareness course.
It's naughty corner, isn't it?
You can't log off for 4 hours and you can't do anything else and you just have to sit there.
But they're on you with they'll check if your screen, they're watching to make sure you're.
So you can't watch a film during it.
No,
you
can't watch Goodfellas.
I was doing work while I did it.
Right.
I was doing emails.
I was gooning.
I was not gooning.
I was going to.
1,000 speed awareness courses.
So Henry Hill in Goodfellas, he's not Italian, right? That was part of it.
No, he's in the Lucchese, which is one of the 5 families that Luciano sets up.
But he's not an Italian. He's
worked his way in. The character is half Jewish, I think.
Right, okay.
Yeah, he's half Italian.
So he's like, that's why he could never be a made man, I believe.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Was Tommy a comment on short man syndrome? Is that an official?
Tommy?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Tommy, the guy, Joe Pesci. Was that specifically about?
Is that Tommy or is that Jimmy? That's Tommy. Yeah.
Was he a comment on?
You mean his character?
Yeah.
Well, look, they're all short. So the problem is,
I think he was
Pesci's tiny.
Yeah,
get Pesci's height.
1.68 meters. That is small.
1.63 meters.
He looks great.
He's 82.
Yeah.
Look at him now.
He's old.
1.63 meters. Yeah. So the thing is, he is short and he looks short, but everyone's so short, it kind of balances it out. The whole thing, one tall bloke walking into a room in Goodfellas would ruin all of the aura. Do you know what I mean?
When my tour starts, that's who's coming out. Sunglasses, fedora, polo shirts tucked in.
What, is that going to be you?
No, that's the fans.
Oh, you'd be the kind of guy.
That's the fans coming out.
Right. So did you see?
He's had work done. Fuck me. Look at his.
You know, so Louis in that show he did, Horace and Pete. You remember they did that?
Yeah.
He did. He has this whole scene based on a conversation with Joe Pesci, right? But Joe Pesci basically, he used Alan Alda to do it because Pesci was meant to be in the film, but instead he told him the story, which is basically you can't respect a woman who goes down on you, basically. Oh, I remember this. And you should never go down on a woman either. Yeah. So he was like, "What? Do you never get any head?" He's like, "No, I do, but I'll never see the woman again." It's insane. So one, he thinks it's completely filthy to give a woman head. Yeah. But then it's like, yeah, but isn't that unfair? Because don't you like getting head? It's like, of course I like getting head. But what about those women? It's like, yeah, don't you judge? Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you completely disrespect yourself. I'll never speak to them again.
Well, that's like
basically giving anyone head is completely.
But that's like Thierry Henry, and we'll cut this from the main, but we'll do it on the Patreon. So I heard a rumor that Thierry Bonry, sorry, Thierry Bonry, beated Bon Biz Bife, Bibba Bumman Bimba Bite Bob, Bug Babak Bubba Bo Belbum, Baben, Bubban Bisba Bomba Bauf. Yeah. Because Bieber's married and doesn't want to kiss anyone on the mouth. So instead, he said, the only thing you can do to me is rim me. So he basically, in my head, is naked on the bed with a woman rimming him, and then like.
But do you think there's a level of the like medical detachment there? Because he's on all fours. It's basically like he's getting a checkup.
What, an oral rectal exam?
Well, maybe like Eastern practices.
Alternative medicine. Yeah, I guess rimming is alternative
the
medicine.
Western is just the finger up there. Yeah. It's like, nah, get your laughing key around that fucking
you're
Lee.
Right. Yeah, you're right, actually. Gobble, gobble.
I am right, thank you.
Anyway, I heard that about Thierry Henry, and that's it's on the Patreon, so obviously it's.
And would you agree with Goodfellas though? It's probably the best shot, the most famous shot, the Copacabana scene, the oneer.
Oh, as I was watching that, when he goes back to the kitchen and stuff, I was like, how on earth are they?
It took them
choreographing
ages.
That? That's fucking crazy. When he parks the car, walks over the street, goes down. This is where there's the guy eating a burger in a corridor.
Right.
That's what I thought. It is so.
Have you seen Goodfellas?
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, thinking about how they made this, I had a mild panic attack watching this shot because I was like, the amount of effort this will have taken. Yeah.
This is like doing one Film vs. History podcast.
In a live without. Yeah, it's crazy. Imagine doing this podcast, but we don't cut when you just say the N-word randomly. Like that's what this is.
Trying to get away with it.
Yeah. Now here's the big cameo coming up. Fat guy eating a burger. Hero of Goodfellas. Hi, how you doing?
Those cameras.
Yeah. Yeah, this was the only time I actually got this take, so I had to leave it in. But.
And this is the scene where you see her basically get turned on by him. This is like when she's a good girl turning bad because she sees all the power he has. He's paid everyone off.
Interestingly, this tracking shot came about because the filmmakers were not allowed permission to go in through the front and the short way. So
really?
So it was, So this famous shot is because they basically weren't allowed in the front. But what I thought, watching the end of this shot where they get the table and they sit down and they start watching the comedian they watch is fucking excellent.
Yeah.
The jokes he has. He comes on and goes, "Take my wife," and they just laugh straight away.
Different time. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine you playing to those crowds.
Oh, I'd rip it. I'd fucking tear it up. My wife told me to take her somewhere she'd never been before. So I said, "How about the fucking kitchen?" I mean, it was great. And they're all ripping it.
Yeah.
Anyway, as he sits down and he's shaking hands with everyone, I thought, this just looks fucking great. Being in the Mafia looks fucking amazing. Yeah. You're just like the boys.
Well, the thing about the pattern of a Mafia film, why it suits cinema so well, is it's always a rise and fall story.
Yeah.
You get glamour, you get sin, and then you get your comeuppance. So it just has inbuilt. You have basically live fast, die young. Because you can't do a film about live long, die boring.
Yes.
You know?
That's why Japanese cinema is so bad. Because it's just live long, eat fish, have mates.
Yeah. I wonder what, what's the tackiest place to have...
This sequence was shot 8 times because Henry Youngman messed up his lines. Who's Henry Youngman? Is he the comedian?
Oh, the comedian, right.
No, he is. You're joking.
He just fucked it up. Take my wife, please. Fuck me,
That's
come on.
so funny.
Henny, come on. The whole fucking...
But they're not lines you can fuck up.
Yeah.
Take my wife, please. Somebody take her.
Yeah, so I guess it's meant to be the coolest club in town that he obviously, has a lot of respect in. But I wonder what's the lamest place you could have a Copacabana sequence in? Could you do this in a sequence of this at like a fucking escape room where everyone knows
a laser quest?
Laser quest. Everyone, they're laying out the table for you. You're getting the deep dish pizza.
Right, everyone. Here's the safety meeting.
You don't need to hear it. You've heard it a million times.
Before.
Everyone's shaking your hand.
And there's a woman like, okay, guys, packs on. When the lights are on the front, the game is in motion. That's so funny. Fucking Laser Quest one take.
And also with all the Scorsese Mafia films, I love how joyful all
Ever since I was a little boy, I wanted to be a Laser Quest program.
For as long.
Do you know what I used to do? I've just remembered this, and this makes so much sense now. I used to go to Oxford Laser Quest a lot as a child, and I absolutely dominated. I dominated. Yeah, I fucking dominated. The Oxford Gloucester Green Laser Quest. Misspent youth. Went in there by myself, nailing everyone.
Yourself?
No, as in with no friends, but other people were there.
Right.
But I would.
Your parent? How'd you get there?
Bus.
Really?
Yeah.
With his gun.
No, I was like a 12-year-old.
Like when people bring their own cue to the
their own
snooker
bowling
game.
ball. my own Laser Quest glove. I have my own Laser Quest gloves, right? But I would go there and I would dominate because I knew the terrain very well. And
you're like the Taliban. You had local knowledge.
I did. Yeah. People did not stand a chance.
That is so sick.
But also,
so this is Fat Taylor.
Having got to the good bit. I would put, you had to put your scorecard in.
Yeah.
I would always put Hitler as my name on the scorecard.
But you don't even have friends who are laughing at this.
No, but I thought it'd be funny so that people would be like, "Oh, who's at the top?" Hitler won. I'd always put Adolf Hitler as my name. I've just remembered that. So when I sort of think, what's the latent like psychology of this podcast? I've just remembered that for about 4 years I was dominating the Oxford Laser Quest.
You're putting Hitler's name on the map.
Putting Hitler's name on the map. I just think, what's the funniest thing to put on?
What's so funny though is I can imagine like a couple of sniggering boys all hanging out, and then you put your name and everyone laughs, but you don't have any. You've got no friends there to tell the joke to.
No, I'm watching it back, going, "Oh, they know." And then I'm going to the Pizza Hut by myself to devastate the ice cream factory, to perform a Viking raid on the Pizza Hut buffet. Yeah.
Oh, so that would be the Oxford paint. Is it Laser Quest? Yeah, that would be your Copacabana sequence.
One shot.
You take a girlfriend. Yeah.
Hey,
Everyone there.
come here. I'm putting money in people's hands. There's just fat guys in fucking full-length leather coats eating pizza. And I'm like, hey. Anyway, the film contains 296 uses of the word fuck, averaging more than 2 per minute. It's apparently mafiosi think that this is the most realistic depiction of the 60s and 70s as a New York mafia, but they don't like it as much as they do The Godfather because it paints them as more like sloppy, and it does kind of as it speeds up and the killing gets more insanely random. Like when the guy who's also in Saving Private Ryan and The Sopranos, whatever that actor's name is, plays Michael in The Sopranos.
Oh yeah, what's his name?
When he gets shot, I mean, it's just like it's kind of crazy how cheap life is by this point in the film.
Michael Imperioli.
Yeah. And we could also talk. Did you ever watch? Is it called Atlantic Board? What's it called? Boardwalk
Empire.
Boardwalk Empire.
I mean, Sopranos. Yeah,
because he's in that as well, and that's all about similar time. That's Atlantic City. That's organised crime.
I thought it was much earlier than Goodfellas, right?
But I mean, it's set in the 20s, I think.
Because it feels like there's a sort of charting of the mafia, right? It goes from Godfather, and then it sort of descends into Goodfellas, whereas they come with the Sicilian old code of conduct, coming from a feudal system with all the respect. Like The Godfather, I watched that last night, and it opens with so much is about the Don Corleone laying down these very important rules about respect.
Yeah.
I mean, the first scene, respect. Come to me on the day my God is when. Yeah. It's him really weirdly being quite intimate, because this guy is asking him to like beat up some guys who raped his daughter.
Right.
And then he was like, you asked me this, but you don't come with friendship. You never call me once. You don't hang out with me. You come because you're scared of me, but you're not my friend. And then he waits, and the guy says, be my friend, Godfather. And he's like, oh, okay. And he gives his hand to kiss. So he's just like saying, but only if you be my friend. Yeah, it's like really weirdly intimate.
But also, like, if you're coming to your boss to help kill someone who raped your daughter, don't make me fucking take you out first. You know what I mean?
Don't hang out with the boss.
Why don't you buy me a drink first?
Maybe hang out.
Buy me dinner before you fuck me up the ass.
Yeah, don't kill the guy who raped your daughter, but maybe hang out.
Buy me dinner first. Woo me, court me. Seduce me, buy me flowers.
There's the scene where Don Corleone is speaking to another family, a younger kind of patriarch of another family, who's asking, we need to get into the coke trade.
Yeah.
And Don says that's dirty drugs.
Right, yeah.
And then
we've got to get all the gear.
And then his hothead son, Sonny, says, Dad, we've got to go for this. And then he's like, shut up. And he goes like, my biggest weakness is my sentimentality for my stupid kids, basically.
I have that as well.
Yeah, and it's like those kind of like that like level of like kind of respect and honour, saying, look, my weakness. Sorry about you
are our biggest weakness. Is our sentimentality.
Yeah, our sentimentality for my love for my children is my biggest weakness. Sorry that my stupid fucking son spoke
our stupid fucking producer.
But then it descends into this where it becomes trashier. Then Sopranos, it goes even further. They've moved out to New Jersey. Any of the class of New York's gone. They run a strip club called Bada Bing. Was it called the Sopranos strip club?
Bada Bing.
Bada Bing.
Bada Bing.
Bada Bing, Bada Boom.
So you just see that descent, basically.
But also,
all the class
there's a bit of that in Goodfellas where, in the sort of start of the third act, when he's just come out the joint, Big Paulie is like has a go at him for like, don't get on the gear.
Yeah.
Like, you're running drugs from Tampa, but don't fucking and he's just slapping me. It's also the male slap has never been better done than in these sort of films.
Yeah.
The friendly male slap.
Yeah. Well, Italians.
That's it.
Mediterraneans. I don't think English people know how to slap another man in a friendly way.
I'd love to bring it back.
You kind of whack him around the
yeah.
And I think Wolf of Wall Street is basically the same film, but it's the same structure.
Yeah.
He just does that again, but about Wall Street.
So the horse's head in Godfather 1.
Yeah.
Fun fact, the head was reportedly obtained from a dog food company.
Right.
And the horse that was to be killed, it was a horse that was to be killed regardless of the film.
Right.
So
for what? For dog food?
I guess so.
Yeah.
But it was an actual severed horse's head.
Right.
So wasn't makeup.
Bloody hell.
It's quite intense, isn't it?
Is that the scariest thing that you could find in your bed? What would be a scarier thing?
I'd be scared if you were in my bed. I'd be terrified. If you were giving a horse head in my bed, which is what I can imagine. Oh, and then the actor, John Marley, was not told that a real horse's head would be used for the scene, so his screams were genuine. That's pretty crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, fuck. I mean, that is an amazing... Because it does feel pretty real.
The prop department found that the fake horse's head was unrealistic. So The Godfather was made earlier, right? The book was written in 1969, I think.
Yeah.
Mario Puzo.
Yeah. Film
released in 1972. Do you know stuff about how it was made, didn't you?
I mean, there was a whole... there was...
There's
a lot about trying to get
Coppola?
Yeah, it was Coppola.
Coppola Feel?
Yeah, he was copping a feel. I mean, he was copping a feel on Megalopolis. Do you hear about that?
Coppolopolis?
Yeah, on his last film, he's actually been told off for being too Italian. He said he was just being Italian.
Oh, really? Oh, well, that is the Mediterranean Defense, isn't it?
Coppola, who's done many bad films, in the 70s, he had probably the greatest run of films ever. He did.
Yeah. Apocalypse.
Godfather Part 1.
Yeah.
And then he did, I think The Conversation was in between Godfathers Part 1 and 2. Have you seen The Conversation?
No.
It's a great, like, paranoid Cold War thriller. Godfather Part 2, unbelievable. And then
Apocalypse
probably
Now?
the best of all of them, Apocalypse Now,
Yeah.
which was the hardest one to make. And that was like a 3-year.
So it's either
Insane
that
project.
or in the 4 films in a row,
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage did The Rock,
Right.
Con Air, Face Off, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Wow. That's pretty. I mean, I've recently watched Con Air.
Brilliant.
It's unbelievable.
Isn't it
It's
so
an amazing
good?
film. To
So
be fair.
but see, when you say my opinions are joyless, those are the films
There's-
I like.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Con Air. I mean, what's the guy? Johnny 20. What's his name?
Fingers.
There's a guy called Johnny 22.
Johnny 20
I mean,
fingers.
Con Air's just, there's so much insane shit in it.
Johnny 9 cats.
There's Johnny 22 or something because he's raped 22 people.
Johnny 23.
And there's a scene where he's like, I'm about to become Johnny 23 when he's threatening to rape a woman.
It's a pre-Me Too film.
When you wake up, I'll be Johnny 24, says Johnny 23.
What is it, Charlie?
The mass rapist.
It's quite hard to pull off.
The main character talk like this.
What, you
Like-
mean Marlon Brando?
Yeah.
I mean, this is
Quite
Yeah,
hard
but you made it sound a lot more retarded than
No,
he
he
does.
talk like this.
He doesn't speak
You
like
mean
he
to
has
come
Down
to my
syndrome.
You mean to disrespect me,
You come to me on the day my
I
dad
like
died.
wrestling.
Well, here's a bit. This is just basic trivia. You know about the jaw in the film, right? You know about when he was auditioning for Godfather.
No.
So you know how he's got this insane kind of
Underbite, whatever, yeah.
During the audition, in the audition room, there was like a spread of like food, right? And he just got some like old bread and stuck it in his
Did he?
thing, just to make him just a bit of characterization. And they liked it so much they kept it. So he actually used cotton wool to
For
sort
the rest of the
line.
film.
But I guess part of it, if you're a great actor, just doing some sort of something weird,
Yeah.
just as great.
Yeah, like this.
You mean to disrespect me in front of my family?
I mean, yeah, it's a choice. I mean, if you're an actor, being an actor is all about choices, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes you've got to make big choices.
Big swings.
Like, Heat, Al Pacino,
Yeah.
the difference between Pacino and De Niro, De Niro really is quite reserved with his choices, I'd say. Pacino,
but
he always chooses the biggest choice.
No, he doesn't always choose it. It's that Michael Mann makes Pacino do it until Pacino snaps, and they use that
And then
take.
they use that take.
That take with the great ass.
Yeah.
That was his 25th take in like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And he just went, "She's got a great ass," and Michael Mann went, "That's the one. I'll use that."
But he's like that throughout the whole film.
But that's because Michael Mann just makes you do it
Right.
again and again and
Right,
again and again
right.
and again.
Why?
Because he wants you to basically be like, "I'm going to do it so big that you can't."
Pacino's so, when you rewatch that film, Pacino's so big in that
He's
film.
amazing.
Love
it.
I do think De Niro's better in the film, though. If you were comparing the two, who do you think?
What?
Okay, I mean, it's crazy because
Oh.
it is a lot.
Yeah.
He goes hard. It's the most Pacino's ever been.
Yeah.
Is Heat. Also, Marlon Brando in Apocalypse Now. Do you know about all of that?
Oh yeah, and Martin
So-
Sheen in Apocalypse Now, going fucking crazy, cutting
Yeah,
himself.
yeah,
all
yeah.
that.
And they're all on acid as well
Yeah.
because they all got they ran out of money halfway through when they're in the jungle.
He went full Daniel Day-Lewis, and he disappeared into the jungle, didn't he? He went fucking nuts.
No,
Brando.
less so. It was more that they spent loads of money getting there. He didn't send an audition tape. He didn't turn up on time. He was an absolute nightmare. So this is when he's starting to really lose his mind, and he's
Yeah.
a big star. They paid him loads of money. He rocks up. He's morbidly obese. He's so fat. So if you look at the end of Apocalypse Now, it's all done in the shadows.
Oh, he's actually so fat.
He's so fat. He knows none of his lines. He literally knows none of his lines. He's like unbelievably fat, so they have to make it so he's always in the
I
shadows.
remember thinking, why is it so dark?
Yeah,
This
because
scene.
he's fucking huge, and not only that, because he didn't know
Why are you pointing at me?
because he didn't know any of his lines.
Yeah.
All those mad speeches, they're
Yeah.
basically improvised.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's just because he was making up as he goes along. And there's great footage of him just like doing that and then running out of things to say and going, "I forget my lines." Like he's just, and he was only there for like 4 or 5 days, and he was like, "I'm gonna go, so get what you need." And then he won the Oscar.
Coppola pictured Kurt scrawny because he'd been out in the wilderness so long, only for Brando to return to the set significantly overweight.
Have you seen all the Godfathers?
I've seen the first one.
It's a banger.
It is a banger. I like how he dies. That's the best bit for me. When he
Oh,
dies,
when he's walking
when he dies in
around.
the garden with his
Yeah.
Yeah.
grandkid. That's amazing.
I need to watch 2 and 3.
3, you can miss 3. 3 is kind of pointless. But
Two's meant to be one of the best
two's
films ever,
amazing.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 is like, because the whole thing is, once again, it's about the decline of values. So they move from New York to Arizona and they get into the gambling business and it
Casinos.
and it all just sort of collapses basically.
So the Italian American Civil Rights League. Wow. So that is a thing.
Yeah.
I'm talking a lot this series about wops and spics. The league claimed the film reinforced negative stereotypes about Italian Americans.
I don't know. I think it fucking made him. I think they never look cooler.
They're also not stereotypes.
Yeah.
If it's reinforcing character traits about Italian Americans, that's not to be blamed for.
Yeah.
They demanded removal of all usage of the words mafia and Cosa Nostra from the script. But then, to be fair, the history of the mafia has only actually been able to be written in the last 20, 30 years.
Because you won't get whacked.
But also, it's like testimonies only start to come out of the past of it. So,
have you seen The Sopranos?
Started it ages ago and didn't get finished.
Well, it feels like a bit of the attitude that in The Sopranos they have to justify the mafia is more that Italian Americans were iced out of any sort of legitimate life in America.
Right.
So they're seen as basically heroes who had to take the American dream for themselves because they weren't going to be given it.
But before the deal, the film's producer Albert S. Ruddy was received threats. Notably, the windows of his car was shot out, and a note left threatening, "Shut down the movie or else."
Or else. That's before or else was hack.
Yeah.
Because now I think
Or
or
else.
else. I think or else feels a little bit. Think of something.
And then it became known that Ruddy had personally met with one of the 5 families.
Yeah.
Before the film came out. But yeah, when did the first kid who went or else what ruin or else?
Yeah. I mean, it must have been 80s, I imagine.
Surely it's before that.
Yeah. Well, so like a ransom thing where they cut letters out,
Yes.
which I don't understand because why can't you just type it up? I guess it's before
That, yeah.
right? Or use a typewriter or something. But it does make me laugh. Hard-nosed crooks cutting letters out of magazines, and then using the Pritt stick.
Yeah, do it, babe.
There's something quite sweet about it.
Sorry, Charlie's asked Chat to tell people what you've just done.
This is the Podfather, and
Right.
it's a scene where Finn and Horatio, who are called Finuccio and Hoccioni, decide to whack me.
Okay. Interior.
Right, do you want to you do the stage directions?
Yeah,
Are you a
do-
character?
I think I don't know if I speak.
All
Do
right.
you want to do the stage direction?
Interior: a smoky back room of an Italian restaurant. Red checkered tablecloths.
Give it more.
A single light hangs above Finuccio Taylor and Hoccioni Gould as they sit like discount Corleones, nursing espressos too strong for them.
Hocchio, my brother, we got ourselves a situation. The producer, he's been making choices. Creative choices. Choices I cannot, in good
Finuccio.
conscience, allow.
I too have felt betrayed. He cut my best line out of last episode. Said it was unusable, offensive, and legally catastrophic. Like he don't appreciate that.
Exactly. Disrespect. And in our family, disrespect is like overcooked pasta.
Puta. So
Unforgivable.
what are you proposing, boss? We give him a sternly worded email.
No, Hocchio. No emails. Emails are for accountants and fags.
I know. I've ad-libbed there.
Tonight, we make him an offer he can't refuse.
What? Like a pay rise?
No, you pineapple on pizza eating lunatic. We're gonna whack him.
Whack, I see, yes. Very good. Very executive producer of us. But,
Hocchio. Executive producer.
Sorry, I went Japanese there.
but Finuccio, do we know how to whack somebody?
How hard can it be? I see the pictures. You
How long
point
is
thing,
the
you
script?
pull thing. Then you walk away, look, you sound poetic. Are we doing it Japanese now?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
We transitioned halfway through.
Who's Tony Spacchini?
Where did
Charlie,
Tony-
what's this script?
Where did Tony
It's
Spacchini-
me.
Oh, hang on. The door creaks
Oh.
open. Their producer, an entirely fictional man named Tony Spacchini.
Yeah, let's go.
Boys, we gotta talk about the runtime.
Tony, you come into my studio on the day of my recording and you tell me about runtimes?
Tony, it's not personal. It's strictly podcasting.
Is that a water gun?
It was on sale.
Tony.
Oh, no, it's you. Sorry.
Tony, relax. We ain't gonna shoot ya. We just wanted to get your attention
Oh, thank Mary, Mother of God.
because we need better microphones.
And snacks. The good ones. The Mafia snacks.
You two idiots. Can I bust in your chair again, please?
Idiots, maybe. But we are idiots.
Okay,
Well, hang on,
wait,
so-
right. Hold on.
They all exit together arguing loudly about hummus.
Right.
What prompt did you put in?
Right. There was moments where I was like, "This is actually all right," but that did not come. That came together weirdly.
Is it because we can't kill anyone through ChatGPT?
Yeah, but what was weird is that we're talking about how shit you are as a producer, and then you got us saying we're idiots. Then we're like, no, we're your idiots.
To be honest, the best bit of that is the Podfather. Other than that, it's not.
The best bit of it was Horatio's Japanese accent, I think.
What are you proposing, boss?
Sounds like in Star Wars.
Why don't we make him an offer he can't refuse? Right. Well, listen. That's
Listen
been
up.
Film Club.
Yep.
I would rate Goodfellas in terms of you really do feel like you're in a mafia family.
Yep.
And it's like that scene in The Bear. So I'm going to give it.
Is that out of 10?
I would be doing it out of 5.
5.
Come on, go. I'd give it 5. I think it's brilliant. What a brilliant film.
Yeah, 5 Goodfellas, 5 Godfather.
Terrific stuff.
Double 5s. High fives all round.
Thanks for your patronage. We will see you next week for a new topic. And to everyone commenting about Mummy, it is coming soon. Just chill out.
Christmas might come early.
Mummy's coming for Christmas. Oh. Anyway, bye.